Hey guys, Willie James here from DreamHouse Music. Now, in this tutorial, I'm going to talk about this song that has all the gospel chord progressions you need in D flat. Well, not quite all of them, but most of them. And I want to go through them. It's in the song In My Name by Smokie Norful. So I'm going to do a playthrough and then break down some of the things, some of the chord progressions you should know, right? Because they're repeated in gospel over and over again. So it's good to know these. So this is kind of advanced, but it's good to learn, even if it's a little bit above your level. Try and understand what's going on. So we're in the key of D flat.
I'll give you peace when the storm is raging, and I'll be your light when the road ahead seems dim. Oh, I have the power. Just put your trust in me. Anything that you need, have faith indeed, and just ask. Oh yeah, just ask in my name. I am the Lord, and I can move all mountains, and I'll be your strength when you're weary, weak, and worn. Believe in my promise.
My bad.
And just cast all your cares on me. Anything that you need, have faith, faith indeed, and just ask, yeah, just ask in my name. Just ask in my name. All things are
So that was the whole song. We're in D flat, so you should know, your D flat chords already, including the seventh chords, right? These are the diatonic chords going up and down. These are the basic foundation chords you should know, because they help formulate the more advanced chords. So interesting. Let's go from the top, right? So the intro. So that whole intro is actually in F sharp, G flat. So if you know your G flat scale, right? So it goes 6, 1, 3. Okay. Now we're on a 2 chord. Okay, now this 2 chord is a 13 chord. Say dominant 13 chord. All right. So you got the 1, the flat 7, the 3, the 13th, and you're repeating the 1. So that line, da da da, it's like an E minor chord broken up. But you can slide from the D flat, da ba ba, right? So we're on the 2 in the key of G flat, and then we do this passing to a D dominant chord. So it is the D flat 5. Okay. Flat 5 is the A flat. A is 5, right? And then so this is a passing chord to get to the 4 over 5. Right? So 4 over 5 is B major over D flat. Okay? So ba ba ba, 2 chord. Then we're gonna go to that D, which is a passing chord to the D flat. So this is a flat 6. If you know your G flat or F sharp scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. D sharp, E flat. Flat 5 is a D. Flat 6 is a D, sorry. And the chord is this, and then it flows into this chord. So it's like before you go to the 5, because it's a 2, 5, in gospel they'll do the flat 6 or the sharp 5 to get to that 5. So 2, sharp 5 to the 5. So the chords are 2, sharp 5 or flat 6 to the 5, 4 over 5. Okay. And then we do a key change by using these 2 chords. They're gonna go to an A flat over B flat, right? And then they go to an E flat major over F. Okay. So these are kind of like I would say they're E flat chords. Like in the key of E flat, it's a 4 over 5 and then a 1 over 2, right? If you listen to the track, right, 2, flat 6 to the 5 chord, and then it goes, right? So where does the key change actually happen? It could happen. I think it happens when we land on the 2. So this is the 2 chord in D flat now. So all these chords, this is the 2 in G flat, flat 6. Then that 5 chord, and then we do this A flat over B flat, which would be like a 2 major over 3 and a 6 major over 7. And then now we go to the key of D flat, as in dog, right? Now we're in the key of D flat with this chord, because this is the 2 chord in D flat. Now this is a 2 dominant 13. Here's the on this E flat 13, here's the 1, the flat 7, the 3, here's our 13, repeating the 1 on top. We can see it as a C minor over E flat dominant, right? And then this C, the 13, drops to so that would be, well, a flat 6, right? Right, so in the key of E flat, this B here would be a flat 6 or a sharp 5. I would call it a sharp 5. Right, so we go from a 13 to a sharp 5, right? Because this B in relation to the 5 of B flat is a sharp 5. This 6 or 13, yeah, I'd call it a flat 6. So flat sharp 5 or flat 6. But this is the full chord. And then it goes to the 4 over 5, which is a G flat over A flat in D flat. Right? So interesting intro there. We're in the key of G flat to start. Ba 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 to flat 6 to the 5. Ba ba. Oh, I forgot about this chord. They do this kind of weird chord on the G flat major 9. They go ba ba, or right. So you raise the 5 and the 7 here. It's like an inner chord movement. Da, da, right? See that D and that F? It goes D flat and F goes to D and F sharp. So that takes some practice. But it's like a passing chord to get to that 2 in a D flat. So this is a E flat 13. Okay, so pretty nice movements. And then a typical 6-7-1. 6-7-1. Right? Typical gospel movement. Right? It's a 5/7. Sorry. It's a 4/6. 5/7 to the 1. Okay. Let me see. What else is there? I just have to do it from the top. 6. Here we go. 2. Now we're in D flat. So very nice. After the 6-7-1 2 da 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 da. You see that? So the progression is this. We're going from a 1 to a 5/1, which is just an A flat triad inverted. Okay. The full chord is really, it's a D flat major 9. Okay, which is just an A flat over D flat. But to get to it, he does this line. Da 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 da. Right? That's using the major scale. 3 2 1 2 3 1 7. Fastest. Ba 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 ba. Right?
I'll give.
Right there. Then it goes to a 4/5, and then into our 1 chord. Okay, notice I'm playing the 1 chord D flat with the add 2. Okay, and you can invert it. Very nice. Just that intro alone is just amazing. Right here. Right here. 5/1 to the 4 and to the 1. Alright? It's very simple here.
I'll give you peace.
So I'll give, so 1, just a 1, I'll give you peace. Now if you notice this 1 chord, I'm using the E flat, right? So here's the 1 chord, here's the add 2. It's a D flat major or a D flat add 2, right? But you could voice it different ways, right? So you can voice it like this with the A flat on bottom. You could put your F and E flat in your left hand. So from here, I'll give you peace. You can even play the melody. Sorry. Right? You could play the melody, or you could just play the chords like the keyboard is doing. Right? So it's just a 1-3 progression. Right? I'll give you peace. Or you could just accent the you peace. Okay, now this is our 1/3. Right? Instead of the F, we're playing the E flat. And when the storm is.
When the storm is raging.
Now, right? So da 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 da. It's really a 4 chord, but it's played open, right? Here's a 4 chord. We're just playing the G flat and the B flat, but open meaning drop the G flat an octave lower. And he sets it up with ba 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 ba, something like that. It's not exactly that, but you could play that da 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 which is a 3, 1, 7, 6. Ba-ba-da-da. When the storm is, and then raging, sorry, is a 6, 7 progression. So it's a 4 over 6, but in playing the drop 2 in the right hand, 5 over 7, but playing the drop 2. You could do that. Alright? And we're just going back to the 1. 6, 7, 1. Right? See what he does here? Right here to the 4. Ba 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 4. And back to the 1. Raging. You could use these patterns in different songs, right? Like this keyboard has a really nice touch, right? Now I'm attacking the F here with a slur from the E flat. It kind of repeats.
And I'll be your life.
And that's da da da. Right? That's all it is. Or you don't have to play all his notes that he's singing. You could just accompany and just follow him, back him up, and just do the chords, right? But you can do your feelings that you hear. And then we're going back to the 4. Woo!
And I'll be your light.
What is that? So it's an augmented 1 chord. Okay, so the A flat augments or raises to an A. It's a typical movement when we want to go to the 4, okay, which would be a G flat. So the musicians here use that. Da, 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 raise the 5, right? Very nice. Okay, that's all it is. So whenever you go into a 4, you could use that move, eh? Like when you're playing a 1 over 3, you have that A flat, move it up. It's gonna go to the B flat. It's gonna go to the B flat of the G flat chord, the 4 chord. Okay, you can do it in different voicings. Sorry. Right? You can do it like that, and then you can play your 4 chord like this, however you want. You can play it open like this, right?
In the road, and I'll be your light.
Oh, and there's that little trill, right? That I like to do from the E flat to the D flat. Da, 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 da. So, da, 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 da. I did. Ba, da, da, da. Slow. Right? So, 1, 2. Da, 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 da. Huh? Da, da. Right? You can do something like that to get to the 4. Now he's going to do a 7, 3, 6. Listen.
When the road
This is a 4, 7, 3, 6 right here.
seems dim.
That was a 7, 6. 7, 3, 6, right? Typical gospel movement. You gotta learn. It's a 7, 3, 6 in the bass. Now, what are the chords? The typical chords on the 7, it's really an E flat minor over the C dominant. Or if you want to look at it, the full chord, it's a C dominant, sharp 9, flat 5. Right? But you don't play this G here. So you would voice it like this. Okay? And then you could do this on the 3. What is this chord? Well, it's a F dominant 7, but you raise the 5. Right? But it's voiced like this. So it's 7, 3, and then the 6th chord is it's a B flat minor. It's really a B flat minor 9, which is this. But you can play it in different ways, like this: 7, 3, 6, or you can go 7, 3, 6. So I've opened up the chord. Now I'm playing a B minor 11 because I added the E flat. Why is that in 11? And 11 is a 4. So between B flat and E flat is a 4. An octave higher is 11. So we have On the B flat minor, 11, we have the 1, the 3, the 5. Here's the flat 7. Here's the 9, and here's the 11. Right? Which is just an A flat over B flat. If you want to break it down easier. Right? So I would say in the key of D flat, it's a 5 over 6. That's all it is. Which you could voice so many ways, like this. Or you could pause and rewind the video if you need to. But remember this progression: 7, 3, 6, or 7, 3, 6. And then you could fall to the B flat minor in first inversion here, right? Let's listen again. Seems dim. That's their style. Da, 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 Here's a 736. Seems dim. I have the power. So after the 6, he goes, I have the, and I accented the I have the. It's a 1, 2, 3, but I'm harmonizing in thirds on the bottom. Right? Alright, so these thirds, D flat to F is a third, drop it, upside down. E flat to G flat is a third, drop it, upside down, or invert it. F to A flat is a third, drop it down. When you drop a third an octave down, it turns into a 6. Okay, so these are all 6, intervals of 6. So on this B flat chord, I have the, that's what I'm doing there. And then power. Power is just a straight 5 to a 4 chord, right? But the keyboardist does a nice little move here. I have the power. Right? Da, 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 da. Oof. So on this 4, the G flat, da, 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 you do this move where it's basically, it's a 5 going to a 4, but they do the drop 2, which means take out the second highest note, A flat. And then you do, so the melody is da da da, C, A flat, B flat. Now with the C, you're playing an E flat. With the A flat, you're playing a C, which is just an A flat chord inverted, right? But with the drop 2, da da, and then we're going to a 4 chord in second inversion, right? Second inversion, but I do it with 2 hands. So I have the power. Ba, ba, ba. Very nice. You could use this in different songs. Like if you're approaching a 4 and you're sitting on that 4, do that move. Da, da, da. Right? Just put your trust. Then so after this 4, he goes to a 1 over 3, and then we're gonna walk up to the 4. Right? There's different ways to do this walk up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gospel walk up to the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can voice it like this. We're in D flat, right? That's the 1 chord. That's a 2 chord. That's a 1 over 3 to a 4. Playing it full. But on the 4 chord, you can go like this, or you could just keep the 1 over 4, which is really a G flat major 9, right? Which has a 1 over 4 quality. So ba, 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 ba. Or if you can make bigger chords. You do something like that. That's another voicing I would do. You can pause the video, slow it down. Very nice. That's a nice open way of playing it. So here's the move. Walk up.
Just put your trust in me.
Typical gospel movement there. They go, the basic move is you're going from a 4 with the key of D flat, 4 to a 4 minor.